One of the best things that came from the Indigo Disc DLC was the return of all starter Pokemon. This created more opportunity for avid VGC players to try and experiment how well these Pokemon can perform in the current meta. Some of our favorite starters went through buffs and changes to their abilities throughout the years, which eventually propelled their usage and popularity in certain teams. However, there is one generation of starters that despite all these changes, still see minimal to no usage competitively. In Gen 1, Venusaur is becoming more prominent in some teams due to its Chlorophyll ability. Blastoise is also decent support with Fake Out and has a pivot with Flip Turn. For Gen 2, we have Sheer Force Feraligatr and support screens Meganium. For Gen 4, Empoleon has becoming increasingly popular as an anti-intimidate option to deal with the likes of Incineroar, and its Steel typing helps against Flutter Mane. For Gen 5, we have Contrary Superior. For Gen 6, Greninja has stepped down and in its place comes Expanding Force Delphox. For Gen 7, yeah, Primarina's pretty cool too. For Gen 8, and lastly, for the current Gen 9 starters, Meowscarada is the most popular due to it being a counter to Dondozo. If you haven't caught on yet, the generation that I did not mention were the Fallen Kings, the 3rd generation. The removal of Mega Evolution has clipped their wings, making them a former shell of what they once were. In this video, we're going to go through the movesets and what I would build for these 3 for VGC. I'm doing this because I like using underrated Pokemon, but I would also be lying if I said that I'm not biased as I started my Pokemon journey on Gen 3, so these guys, they mean a lot to me. In my opinion, the coolest out of the 3, Sceptile's most notable stat is its combination of speed and decent special attack. With access to moves like Shed Tail and Dragon Cheer, Sceptile can definitely work as a decent support. On the other hand, being fast also lets it take good advantage of moves like Endeavor or to set up with Grass Pledge. Sceptile could get even more fast thanks to its hidden ability Unburden, where Sceptile's speed doubles after using or losing its held item. However, having a poor defense stat in a meta where poison and fire types are popular makes it difficult for Sceptile to hold its ground in the face of overwhelming power like Torkoal and Landorus. And keep in mind that Sceptile can also get outsped by certain popular Choice Scarf users like Urshifu. For a support set, I will run Shed Tail, Dragon Cheer, and Protect as the main moves while keeping an open slot for offensive moves like Grass Pledge and Leaf Storm. And for a more offensive stat, I'd use moves like Endeavor, Sword Stance, Rock Slide, Grass Pledge, etc. There's a decent coverage pool that you can experiment with depending on what your team needs. Just keep in mind that you won't be expecting much of Sceptile when it comes to sweeping teams without the right setup and play. If you want someone that's a little bit more independent, you're better off with stronger grass types like Ogerpon or Rillaboom. Blaziken has the most offensive gameplay out of the 3 with its very high offensive stats and its speed boost ability. You really can't go wrong with a simple Flare Blitz, Brave Bird, Close Combat, and Protect set. I would normally Protect turn 1 to get a free speed boost, which lets you outspeed most things without Tailwind support. Blaziken also has some decent support options that burn bright alongside speed boosts like Coaching and Bait and Pass. While good answers to threats like Kingambit, unfortunately Blaziken also needs to face redirection and bulky water types like Water Ogerpon and Primarina. Overall, Blaziken has a super straightforward plan. Everything you do will hit hard and fast. Some may describe the Mon as an Unga Bunga sort, and even I might agree. Finally, the last of the 3, Swampert's stats are the most well balanced. Having a good spread of stats, Swampert can dish out some good damage while being able to stick around in fights a little bit longer compared to the other 2. With access to moves like Wide Guard, Yawn, Helping Hand, and Icy Wind, Swampert can actually be played as a slow, bulky support that can also excel in Trick Room teams. Not only that, it also comes with decent move coverage options like High Horsepower, Ice Punch, and Poison Jab, making it able to deal with popular mons like Raging Bolt, Landorus, and Flutter Mane. Unfortunately, as good as this sounds, Swampert struggles hard in the current meta with Ogerpon, Sinistcha, and Rillaboom threatening it with 4 times grass damage, forcing Swampert to Terra, which could lead to unfavorable plays early on. Plus, Swampert faces competition from Gastrodon as a fellow water ground type. The only difference is, Gastrodon is immune to water type moves from Storm Drain, something Swampert lacks. In conclusion, while these 3 fulfill a particular niche, they struggle to compete with better options out there. This does not mean they're not viable, it only means that you would need to put in more effort in building around your favorite Pokemon. I've seen some creators out there who have made some pretty amazing teams with these 3, so do check them out. Their channels will be in the description below. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This definitely was a personal love letter to my favorite generation, the one that started my Pokemon journey 20 years ago. Comment down below your first Pokemon game. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.